Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way today for our live match watch along as Watford take on Rotherham United away from home at the New York Stadium. How are we all doing on this fine Saturday afternoon? I'm doing very, very well indeed. An interesting lineup for Valerian Ismail today. I can see the Watford fans as well in the away end awaiting Watford's arrival onto the pitch. I believe we sold out the away end today as well, which is fantastic to see. And yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated with Valerian Ismail's team selection, actually, which I'll touch on shortly. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game pans out. If I take you back to the reverse fixture earlier this season, Watford did actually beat Rotherham by 5 goals to 0 at Vicarage Road. Fingers crossed we see a similar result today. And yeah, an interesting lineup from Valerian Ismail as well, which I'll go through in just a moment for you. But yeah, we are waiting the teams to come out at the New York Stadium at the moment. Rotherham really haven't sold out their ground at all. Of course, they're doing terribly in the Championship this season. They lie 24th in the table, rock bottom, and I believe they're over 10 points from safety now. So pretty much, destined for League One football next season for Rotherham. From a Watford perspective, I don't think there's particularly any risk of getting dragged into a relegation battle, nor is there any kind of optimism of getting dragged into a playoff promotion push. Really, I think Watford are, going to be steadily in mid-table this season, and so yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Ellis is in chat as well. Hello, Ellis. How are you doing, my friend? Fingers crossed Watford can get the 3 points today. I'll run you through the Watford lineup now as well, because Valerian Ismail, I believe, has made 4 changes today to the Watford starting 11 with Francisco Sierralta, Matty Pollock, Yasser Asprilla and Edu Kayembe all coming into the fold. So the Watford starting lineup is as follows. It's Ben Hamer in goal, Francisco Sierralta and Wesley Hoot with Jamal Lewis at left back. It looks like Tomdeli Bashiri is at right back again for Watford, which is a questionable decision for me. Rivich, Coney and Sema all-star. As I said, Matty Pollock, Yasser Asprilla, Tomdeli Bashiri, and Edu Kayembe are all in the starting 11 as well. So great to see Edu Kayembe back. I think for me, the frustrations again is Emmanuel Dennis is yet to make his first start since coming back to Watford. Hopefully that should happen, fairly soon. And Ryan Andrews, again, I think for the 3rd game in a row, is not starting, apparently due to fatigue. And Valerian Ismail being advised by a medical team not to overplay him. But that's, 3 games in a row now where, Ryan Andrews hasn't started for Watford. You would think it'd be fit and raring to go. But we're persisting again with Tomdeli Bashiri at right back, which, is a frustration for me because he's not obviously, natural in that position. Here we go. Awaiting the teams to come out now. The Rotherham mascots flying the flag. The pitch looks in awful condition, by the way, at least in comparison to Vicarage Road. Of course, at the Vic, we're very blessed to have a great grounds team, and it's more like a carpet than a football pitch. And looking at Rotherham's pitch there's a few muddy sections, let's just say, a few muddy puddles. So hopefully it doesn't affect Watford's game plan too much. And yeah, fingers crossed we can pick out the 3 points today. Watford haven't been on a good run of form at all. Of course, we'll be keeping tabs with the other Championship games and the other Premier League games today as well. Lots of football happening this afternoon. A big game at 5:30 as well. I believe it's Chelsea versus Manchester City. Liverpool just won prior to this. I was watching that game myself. Liverpool putting in a fantastic performance. Mo Salah coming back from injury as well. Still awaiting the teams to come out. I should be here any moment now. I can see the match ball ready to go. The managers are out. We're just awaiting the players now to emerge from the tunnel. Come on, Watford. Come on. Where on earth are the players? It looks like a Champions League game, actually. The Rotherham mascots are like waving, something similar to what they do in the Champions League. It's quite funny to watch. Here they come. Here comes the referee. Here comes the Watford squad. Looks like we're going to be donning our home kit today. From what I can see, we've still got our jackets on, so I can't quite make out what kit we're wearing. Rotherham obviously donning the red and white kit. That is their home kit. That is their classic colours. And we're nearly ready to go here at the New York Stadium. I'd be interested to know if we've got any Rotherham fans watching why you are called the New York Stadium. Why your stadium is called that. Is it a sponsorship deal? I've got no idea whatsoever. Yeah, Watford are donning, of course, the famous yellow and black stripes today. There's Rajvic, hopefully going to continue from last game out, actually, where he scored against Norwich. It was a tap-in, of course, but he was in the right place at the right time. And he scored 2 goals against today's opponents earlier this season at Vicarage Road in that 5-0 victory I mentioned earlier in the stream. So hopefully Rajvic is confident and ready to go. Good to see Matty Pollock be given a chance again, of course, as well. And I think, it's all about rotation for me. Yes, frustrated Dennis and Andrews haven't started, but, I do have to give credit to Valérien Ismaël. He has made 4 changes. And yeah, hopefully we'll see Ryan Andrews at some point in the second half. FPL lad has gone 2-1 to Watford. Kayembe and Rajvic to get the goals. That is what I like to see. Ellis is in chat as well. Hello, Ellis. How you doing, my friend? And yeah, we're nearly ready to go here now at the New York Stadium. Players about to kick off. And yeah, there's Watford's team once again. Ben Hamer, Francisco Sierralta, Wesley Hoot, Matty Pollock, Jamal Lewis, Edu Kayembe, Ismail Kone, Tom Deli Bashiri, and then it's Ken Sema, Mileta Rajvic, and Yassir Espria in attack for Watford. So yeah, a decent lineup. You would expect Watford to beat Rotherham. Is it going to be the case? I doubt it very much. I'm sure it's going to be an exciting game regardless. And yeah, hopefully Watford can pick up the almighty 3 points. Naturally, if you look at Watford's upcoming run of games, we've got a decent run coming up, I would say. Let's take a quick look at Watford's upcoming run of fixtures. Of course, we're playing Rotherham away today. Then we've got Huddersfield next weekend, and then Millwall away the weekend after that. So I'd expect Watford to hopefully pick up a couple of wins in the next 3 games if all goes to plan, really. So yeah, it's looking good. And that's if obviously Watford can put a good run of form together, which, fingers crossed Valérien Ismaël can get them going. And there's Kayembe ready to go. And of course, I will be about a minute behind or so just because I'm watching the game on my computer and then streaming live to you guys on YouTube. So I'm probably about 45 seconds to a minute behind real time. And here we go. Watford taking the knee actually here. Rotherham and Watford taking the knee there. And here we go. We're off in the game at the New York City Stadium. And yeah, here we go. Rotherham obviously haven't sold out their ground, as I mentioned earlier. They're doing dismally in the Championship this season, both home and away. Obviously, they're doing slightly better at home. I believe they're a little bit more solid defensively at home, but largely, obviously, still a very poor side. And you would expect Watford to beat them today. I did mention, though, the pitch looks absolutely awful. Probably on par with the Sheffield Wednesday pitch we saw a week or so ago as well. And Rotherham starting off with some early possession here, looking to attack down the left-hand side. The ball's whipped in. It's missed by the Watford defence, picked up by Rotherham, who do have a shot actually early on in this game. And Watford are on the back foot here early on. Mileta Rajvic pressing from the front, which is good to see. Scare Fairs is in chat. Looks like you're a Rotherham fan. Welcome to the stream. And here's Watford with some early defending to do from the outset. And the ball goes out for a Watford throw. A poor pass there from Rotherham. Now, I would relay the Rotherham team to you. However, if you don't really keep up to date with Championship football, you probably won't recognise any of their players. They do have a few recognisable names. Sam Clucas, I believe, used to be at Hull City. Jordan Hugo, I believe, signed for West Ham at one point as well. And Cameron Humphreys for Rotherham is probably a well-known name in the Championship as well. But largely apart from that, I don't really know what to expect from Rotherham. All I know is, we beat them quite comfortably at Vicarage Road earlier this season, and yeah, they're doing obviously quite poorly in the Championship. So my knowledge on Rotherham isn't that great. I've got to be honest with you. And aim today, hopefully, is to hit 840 subscribers. So if you are new around here and you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button to get us up to that subscriber goal for today. 840 subscribers is our aim for the watch long today. Kevin is in chat as well. Afternoon, Jimbo. Just a quick hello. Good luck today. Off to do a bit of shopping. Well, thank you very much, Kevin. And I do hope you enjoy your shopping trip. He's Watford trying to win back the ball high up. Watford committed a lot of players forward here and an opportunity for Rotherham to hit us on the counter. Watford getting some players back now. About 3.5 minutes gone here at the New York Stadium. Ball spread out wide to the right-hand side, and Jamal Lewis sees that out for a Watford throw. Valérien Jamal is up on the touchline and giving his players some instructions. And yeah, I think, for me, is today a must-win for Watford? I would say we are verging on that territory now. I don't think it's a must-win to save Valérien Jamal's job. I've seen a few people stating that he should be sacked if we lose today. I think that is a ridiculous and stupid thing to say. If I'm going to be honest with you, but potentially the next 3 games, I would expect Watford to do a lot better, especially with less fixture congestion now as well. So yeah, for me, it's all down to Val now. I think he does have the players at his disposal where, we should be picking up points against Rotherham, Huddersfield, and Millwall, right? Logically. So yeah, it's down to Valérien Jamal the next couple of weeks for me. He's got the squad. We really don't have any major injuries apart from Ngakia now. So yeah, come on, Watford. Hopefully we'll start off today with a good positive result. His Kone in midfield spreads it out wide to Tom Daddy Bashiri, who's kind of inverted into that midfield position when Watford are on the ball. He loses out there, and Rotherham back on the attack down the left. Still with Rotherham down this left, looking to get a cross in. Tom Daddy defends well, though, very strong. And Pollock clears out back to Rotherham, unfortunately. And there's Sema and Rajvic pressing from the front, looking to put pressure on the goalkeeper. A little bit of a tussle there between Wesley Hoot and Dyke. A little bit of a tussle there. And actually, if Wesley Hoot picks up a yellow card today, remember, he will be suspended for 2 games. So Wesley Hoot does, have to be careful in the challenges he makes if he doesn't want to pick up a suspension. But it's going to happen at some point naturally, of course. But yeah, again, frustrating because, we are going to end up losing one of our better, more consistent players for a couple of games. Obviously, Porteous picked up a suspension last time out, and he's now suspended for 2 games, hence why he's missing today. And yeah, Wesley Hoot is in the same predicament, unfortunately. Rotherham with the goal kick. And here's Jamal Lewis on the left. Rotherham on the attack on this right-hand side. A whip across in, well defended by Wesley Hute. Goes out for a Rotherham corner. And yeah, Watford has some defending to do here from the first corner of this match. Yeah, well blocked there by Wesley Hute. Wesley Hute's had a haircut, by the way. His long hair has gone. It's gone for a skin fade, it seems like now. So Wesley Hute's long hair has officially gone, which is a shame. But here's Rotherham from a set piece, right in front of the Watford fans, actually. It's floated into the back post. No one gets there, and Tom Delly is going to let that run out for a goal kick. Ben Hamer picking up the ball. Morrison there with the corner. And Rotherham actually playing surprisingly quite high here in the early stages of this game. I thought they'd maybe sit back a little bit more than they have, but actually they are pressing Watford quite a lot here. Ben Hamer having to rush his kick there. He does so. Rivich holds it up and picks it up quite well. He does lose out though, and Rotherham have the ball again, looking to find an opening in Watford's back line. Thanks for this stream. No problem, Soren, at all. Really do appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the Watford Way as well. The target today is 840 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please hit that button. It would be very much appreciated. Rotherham player here has just gone down under a challenge from Francisco Sierralta, and they do have a free kick here in, I wouldn't say a dangerous area, but they can definitely work something from this set piece. It's probably about 40 yards from goal, so I wouldn't say this is shooting distance, but you could definitely float a ball into the Watford box here. And they do so. We win it in the air, still with Rotherham though. And yeah, Watford looking to get out of that situation and press high. Jamal Lewis all out of position though. Oh, and that's the first chance of the game for Rotherham. Shot wide. Jamal Lewis really wildly out of position there. And yeah, Jamal Lewis leaving Watford exposed. Really silly from him. And that's the first opportunity of the game there for Rotherham. Just trying to see who it was for them shooting wide. They're number 22. And yeah, Watford need to concentrate here. We're under the cosh in these early opening stages. Ben Hamer tries to claim, he punches away, and Watford under some decent pressure actually from Rotherham in these early stages. Ben Hamer clearly getting frustrated at his defenders here, and Rotherham looks like they're going to be doing some sort of long throw routine. Come on, Watford, come on. So Rotherham here with the long throw. Goes into the box, headed clear by Pollock. And again, the shot's wide. Rotherham, having the early chances here today. And Watford just need to kind of compose ourselves now and just get some time on the ball, work the space. Because it's been quite a frantic opening to this game. 2 half chances for Rotherham. Wouldn't say that they were big opportunities, but definitely Watford need to, keep our concentration. Yeah, Jamal Lewis playing really high on this left-hand side. He's probably been instructed to do that by Valérien Ismaël because he really is almost playing as a winger or a wing back, really, rather than a fullback. And Francisco Sierralta there fouled. And Watford win a free kick in our own half. Nearly 12 minutes gone here at the New York Stadium now. Sierralta takes the free kick. Balls with Wesley Hoots. Long ball up to Ken Sema, who chases after it. Looks like he's going to get there. He does so. Ken Sema uses his strength well. He's in the box, but he loses out there. And well defended there by Matty Pollock. He steps out, wins the challenge. And this game is actually, really end-to-end at the moment. I think, going back to the last game we played against Rotherham, I remember it, quite well actually. I was there, of course. I go to every home game. Rajvic scored 2 goals, and I remember Ken Sema in that game. Really good link-up play with Mileta Rajvic, some great crosses put into the box, and hopefully, can see something similar today. Because of course, aerially, I know Rajvic has his critics, but aerially, he is a decent player overall. So hopefully, we can see a similar link up between Sema and Rajvic in the game today. I'll give it another five minutes or so, and we'll take a look at the scores on the doors in all the other games going on today in the Premier League and the Championship, of course. Bit scrappy so far. Sema on the ball now. Balls with Ismail Kone. Don't think the pitch helps at all, but you can't use that as an excuse. Both teams have to play in the same surface. I think Watford are just blessed to have Vicarage Road and the carpet that we produce on a weekly basis, because it is such it's a Premier League quality pitch, isn't it? Really, it's a great pitch to play on, and going to these grounds like Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday. We've been to some other grounds this season with poor pitches as well. It's probably a relief for the players when they get to go back to Vicarage Road, just because of how well groomed the grass is there. Here's Watford, though. I think just, on the ball now, taking it slowly, trying to get a bit of possession and a bit of control in this game now. Ben Hamer just telling the players to slow it down a little bit. Plays it out to Matty Pollock. Rajvic wins it in the air. No one really there to claim it off of him. Esprit has been a bit non-existent so far, actually, over on that right-hand side. Hopefully he can get a bit more involved. The ball is now with Esprit. Here's Hamer. A lot of passes between kind of the Watford fullbacks, the centre-backs, and Hamer at the moment. Not a lot up top, really, for Watford. I mean, Esprit has probably only had 2 or 3 touches so far. Rajvic here chasing down a long ball. He's obviously never going to get there. He doesn't have the pace to do so. And there's Kayembe, who wins a free kick for Watford just on the centre circle there. 15 minutes gone here at the New York Stadium now as well. And here's Tom Deddy, plays it back into Francisco Sierralta, who's playing that Jake Livermore position, defensive midfield today. Jake Livermore looks to have been given a rest by Valerian Ismail. A deserved rest, probably, I'd say, as well, actually. Well won there. And Wesley Hoot plays it back round to Tom Deddy. Watford growing into the game now. Bit more possession in the last few minutes. Here's Yasser Esprit on the right-hand side. Probably not used to playing on the pitch like this. And here's Kayembe on the ball as well. Back to Wesley Hoot. I want Watford to be a bit more progressive. Rotherham have literally everyone behind the ball at the moment, which is obviously making it difficult for us to break them down. And you've probably seen, Watford's best attack and play this season when we're playing better teams, because better teams like Leeds, like Southampton, like Leicester, they leave a lot more space in behind. So when Watford are on the counter attack against these better teams, it's probably a little bit easier for us. Whereas when we're playing teams like Rotherham, Millwall, Huddersfield, games like today, it's probably a little bit harder. Here's Semedo with a big opportunity. Ken Sema's through on goal. Ken Sema goes down in the box. Referee says no penalty. And it's probably a good challenge there by Offerfin for Rotherham. Goes out for a Watford corner. At first glance, I maybe thought that was a penalty. Just watching it here on the replay now. And it's a good challenge by the Rotherham defender. Sema did really well there to drive forward. I felt he could have maybe laid the ball over to Rivich, who was running up with him alongside him as well. But Watford get their first opportunity from a set piece in this game. Sema is over to take it. And Sema about to whip this in. Here's Ken Sema. He does whip it in. Gets past the first man. It's with Jamal Lewis now. Looking to keep applying this pressure. Espria now whips it in. It's headed over the bar by Francisco Sierralta. And that's Watford's first, decent opportunity of this game. He rose like a salmon there, Sierralta. Yeah, and probably about that far over the bar. He wasn't far away. Yeah, good ball in there by Espria. And Sierralta tries to head to the far post. But unfortunately, the shot, the header, is off target. Come on, Watford. Watford with some defending to do here. Tom Delly at that right back position, using his strength well, holding off the Rotherham player there, number 18. Goes out for a Watford goal kick. Ferdinand Ismail there on the touchline, trying to get someone's attention. And defended there well by Wesley Hoot once again. He gets everywhere around the pitch, doesn't he? Big old Wes. Great left foot as well. I mean, some of the passes I've seen this season at Vicarage Road have been unbelievable, like cross-field passes, 50, 60 yards from one side of the field to the other. It's really good to watch sometimes. I just wish we had a few more players with kind of that capability. I think the last player like Wesley Hoot in terms of his passing ability that I've seen at Watford was probably, going back to Etienne Capoue, really, who was incredible to watch as well. So Wesley Hoot has got a great left foot. He really has. I mean, he can use both feet. Of course, his right foot he uses quite often as well, but his left foot really is where his quality is. And again, there's Wesley Hoot booting the ball out for, is that a Watford throw? I think referees gave it in the favour of Rotherham. Over 20 minutes gone here now. Rotherham probably with the better of the chances. Some half chances early on in this game. Watford's only chance coming from that header from Francisco Sierralta. Watford actually looking to apply the pressure here, looking to force a mistake from the goalkeeper. He boots it long and out for a Watford throw. A little bit under pressure there, the Rotherham defence actually. Cardiff beating Norwich. Cardiff going 1-0 up against Norwich City. Wow. Here's Jamal Lewis looking for an option from this throw-in. Come on, Watford. Let's get a bit more control of this game. Bit scrappy at the moment. Here's Big Wesley. Again, using that left foot, looking to find Espria. He does so. Espria takes it down well. Surely that's a foul, referee. Referee says no. Espria was having his shirt pulled there. Yasser Espria's won it back, though. Referee, oh my God. Come on. Here's Rivich. Loses the ball, as per usual. Rivich, again, though, wins it back. Still with Rivich on this right-hand side. Playing as kind of a winger right now. He drifts back into the box, though. Here's Ismail Kone looking to work an opportunity. Back out to Tom Deli Bashiri. Not a good cross there from Tom. But falls back into him, though, fortuitously. Kayembe on the ball now. Watford looking to work something here. Surely that's a Watford corner, ref. And yes, it is. It's a Watford corner here. Rotherham with some defending to do. And Watford have another opportunity from a set piece. Well worked there from Yassi. He made that himself. And Watford looking to hopefully go ahead from this corner. 22 and a half minutes into this match. A quarter of the game gone already. First half going by very quickly indeed. And here's Ken Sema again, taking the corner over on this right-hand side. Oh, big chance there in the box. Couple of free headers for Watford. And the goalkeeper claims, looking to play it quickly. And that's well defended for once there by Jamal Lewis. Good composure in a one-on-one situation there with the attacker. Let's take a look at the Watford substitute bench as well to see what options we can bring on. Daniel Batman on the bench, as is Tom Ince, Jake Livermore, Georgie, Chatford Tatsi, Emmanuel Dennis, Matthias Martins, James Morris, Ryan Andrews, and Jack Greaves all on the bench for Watford. Here's Rotherham looking to create something on this left-hand side. Again, defended there by Yasser Espria, getting back and doing his defensive duties. He's sprinting forward now. Watford on the 3v3 situation. Espria can play it through to Sema. Sema with a big chance. Oh! And that's good by Yasser Espria. Probably his best moment of the game so far. Espria and Sema linking up very nicely. And here's Lewis again. Watford with a throw. Looking for Sema. Back with Ismail Kone now. Looking to make some space. Leave your questions in chat as well. I'll be more than happy to answer them throughout the stream about anything to do with Watford. Score update as well. Blackburn leading Preston North End by 2-0 away from home. Here's Kayembe, edge of the box. Could have had a shot potentially. Lays it out wide to Espria. Espria back into Kayembe. Back out to Tom Deli, who whips it in. Watford claim for a potential handball. Referee says no. Wesley Hoot back to Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis, good work there from Lewis. Into Sema, linking up well. Watford just need to try and create an opportunity here to have a shot on goal. A lot of passing just outside the box here. And yeah, ball's whipped in. No Watford players near it, though. Sierralta's doing a good job in that DM position, though. Here's Wesley Hoot back out to Sema. Into Kone. Heavy touch there by Hoot, but he keeps it. There's Tom Deli. Kayembe is up in the box. Oh, and goes over for a Watford corner. Deflected off. I think deflected off there. A Rotherham defender. Goalkeeper panicked there a little bit. Wasn't quite sure where the deflection was going. And that come from Espria. VJ says, come on, you Hornets. Come on, VJ. Come on. Yeah, nearly 27 minutes gone now. Watford with another corner. Sema seems to be our corner taker for today. The last game was Chatfordazzi. Today is King Ken Sema taking the set pieces for Watford. He does have a good left foot on him, doesn't he, to be fair. Whipped him well and headed behind again for another corner from the same side, though. Dyke heading over there. And Sema again here has another opportunity to whip this ball in. He does so once again. All goes past everyone in the box. If anyone got a touch on that, that would have threatened the Rotherham net. Goes out for a Watford throw. And yeah, not much exciting has happened so far. I mean, I'm trying to make it as exciting as possible to listen to from a fan's perspective. But really, Watford having a lot of the ball at the moment, but not really doing much with it in that final third. You know, when we get a sight on goal, just have a shot, see what happens. I think Watford sometimes try to walk the ball into the net, whereas actually, if you just have a shot, you never know. I mean, you saw Yasser Asprilla against Norwich City the other night. He got a sighter at goal, had a shot, and scored a wonderful strike. Kone has a go there though, finally. And Watford still on the ball, looking to try and create something. On this right-hand side, though, Yasser Asprilla getting a bit more of the ball at the moment. Rotherham looking to counter here. And yeah, that ball going to absolutely no one. Jamal Lewis should be able to defend that one pretty comfortably. He lets it run out for a Watford goal kick. And Ben Hamer says, thank you very much. Someone's gone down here for Rotherham with an injury, just chasing that long ball there. Yeah, looks like he pulled out of a hamstring injury, his right leg, and is being treated by the physios at the moment, which gives us a good opportunity to take a look at the chat, see what's going on, and of course, take a look at the other schools on the doors around the divisions. BJ's in chat. M4RZ117 is in chat as well. Very long name there. He says Ewans, of course. Right, let's take a look at the other scores in the Premier League and the Championship at the moment. And wow, some interesting results going on. Arsenal beating Burnley by 1-0. Martin Odegaard there with an early goal in that game. The early kickoff was Liverpool 4, Brentford 1. I watched that game and it's very, very good. Currently Newcastle 0, Bournemouth 0, Nottingham Forest 0, West Ham 0, and Tottenham Hotspur 0, Wolves 0. Let's take a look at the Championship scores as well. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the Watford game before we do that. Don't want to miss any goals. Yeah, still being treated there for a hamstring injury. Championship scores is, of course, Rotherham 0, Watford 0, Cardiff City 1, Norwich 1, Millwall 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Sunderland 1, Birmingham 0, Blackburn Rovers 2, Preston 0, and Middlesbrough 1, Leicester City 0. Big result there for Middlesbrough, beating Leicester City away from home. Hull City beating Huddersfield, and Ipswich beating Swansea by 1-0 as well. So some interesting results and fixtures going on at the moment. Sorin is in chat. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Adventures with Lennon says, what do you think will happen next season with our owners? Well, there's, of course, still rumours going on about the potential selling of a minority stake in the club to these American investors. I think that maybe towards the end of the season and the start of the summer, we'll probably see some movement around Gino Pozzo. I've just got a gut feeling that this is it now. The way we've operated in the summer and in the January transfer window this year suggests to me that he's no longer willing to invest funds into Watford, which is fair enough. It's his club. But yeah, I would expect maybe Gino Pozzo to probably either move on fully in the summer or sell a large stake of Watford just to get some investment in and to kind of help rebuild and continue the evolution of Valérien Ismail's squad. So that's kind of what I expect to happen in the summer, all things being well. Rotherham have an opportunity from a set piece here. Probably the same position as earlier, really. Probably about 35, 40 yards from goal. Similar distance to where Asprilla struck from against Norwich. Ball's floated in and goes through to Ben Hamer, who does claim well. Very easy save for him to make there. Wouldn't even call it a save, really. Just a casual catch for Ben Hamer in goal. And good to see as well. I think the article was released last week. I believe Watford are in discussions with Jake Livermore and Ben Hamer over a year's contract extension for both players, which I think is deserved. I think Jake Livermore has clearly been, an instrumental player for Watford so far this season. And Ben Hamer, since he's come into the team, has done really well as well. So I think in terms of contract extensions for them two players, very much deserved. I'd like to see a bit more youth come through in the summer. I'd sell Backman and bring in a younger up and coming goalkeeper to challenge Hamer. And again, in that defensive midfield position, yes, extend Livermore's contract, absolutely. But have someone there to challenge him and push him and trying to take his spot, because competition for places in this Watford squad is absolutely what we need. And I'm all for having experience, but also experience does mean slower legs. It means more susceptible to injuries ultimately. And so, yeah, I think for me, we need to absolutely add to the current squad in the summer. Jacob says, opinion on Sierralta back in. I'm all for it. I think in terms of Sierralta coming back in, he's obviously playing in Livermore's position today. I'm happy with that. I mean, I think Ryan Porteous is obviously suspended, and he's a bit rash. I think I think Sierralta is probably a bit more calm and composed in defensive situations, at least in comparison to Porteous. So, yeah, I'm pretty content with it. He's done relatively well so far. Not really made any major mistakes in this game. Yeah, I like Francisco Sierralta. I think he's really good. I think sometimes it's just a little bit slow on the half turn. But I'd definitely put him up there alongside Wesley Hughes, one of our more consistent players. Well defended there by Watford from the set piece. And yeah, Watford not really having many opportunities. We've got Dennis on the bench, Asprilla as well. Not Asprilla, Andrews as well, of course. So if I was Valera and Ismail, I'd maybe, look to make them changes at half time and just get them players on. And because I want to see our best players play. I think Andrews is our best fullback. I think that Dennis on his day is clearly our best finisher and our best attacker. And yeah, they're both from the bench at the moment. Wesley Hewitson defending there, goes out for a Rotherham corner. Please subscribe to the Watford Way as well. Trying to hit 840 subscribers today. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. It would be very much appreciated. Here's Rotherham with a corner, though, down on his right-hand side in front of the Watford travelling faithful. And it's headed away by Sierralta there. And to put into context how bad Rotherham have been this season, by the way, they've played 31 matches, 32 matches including today, and they've only won 3 games. So they've played 32 matches and have won 3 games, which is an incredibly bad statistic to have for any club. Good goalkeeping there by Ben Hamer as well, punching the ball clear. Which goes to show, Watford really should be picking up 3 points today if we are a half decent side. So a little bit concerned we've not had some more opportunities so far. Long throw here by Rotherham, though, into the Watford box. It's headed on. Dangerous situation here for Watford. They appeal for a penalty. They appeal to Lino here for a penalty. A player went down after some contact. I couldn't really get a clear view of that here. I'm just going to watch it back in the replay. Referee said no penalties, so no, it's not a penalty. What are they talking about? So Morrison here with the throw in for Rotherham, number 23 down on this right hand side. Another long throw, which seems to be their kind of tactic today. Throw goes in. And again, headed clear by Matty Pollock that time. Oh, Spria with a decent run there, looking to get away. Nearly does so. Nearly evades 3 or 4 players there. And the ball goes out for a Watford goal kick. Oh, it's been a tough watch, actually, this, I'll be honest. It's not been exhilarating, to be honest with you. Both teams in dire form at the moment. Watford not creating a lot. Rotherham probably having the better of the chances early on. And that's been it, really. A lot of fouls, a lot of set pieces, a lot of corners. So, yeah, it's not been particularly that exciting to watch. Middlesbrough just scored a second goal away at Leicester City, by the way. So Leicester City 0 at the King Power Stadium. Middlesbrough 2. So big result there and a shock result for Middlesbrough if they can hold on to that. Oh, God. This game is very stop-start. Referees blown up for a lot of fouls and a lot of aerial challenges as well to be made. It's about 39 minutes gone here at the New York Stadium. Jamal Lewis picks up the ball again down his left-hand side. A Watford throw after a failed attack there from Rotherham United. Watford will be attacking the Watford fans in the second half, which is always good. I much more enjoy it at Vicarage Road when we attack the Rookery end, just because the atmosphere seems to be a bit better, and we can kind of draw the ball into the goal through our singing and stuff like that. So, yeah, I much prefer it at Vicarage Road when we attack the Rookery end. And yeah, Watford are going to be attacking the travelling Watford fans in the second half. Wesley Houtier picking up the ball. Really dull game. I'll be honest with you. It's not been that exciting. I've tried to kind of probably over egg it a bit more than it has been really. What's happened, a header by Francisco Sierralta early on in the first half, a blocked shot by Ismail Kone. Ben Hamer's made a couple of good claims. Espri's had a couple of darting runs, but apart from that, really, we've not had much joy in this game. And is it the game that Dennis comes on in? I don't know. Is it the game? Is it a game to suit Ryan Andrews? I'd probably say it is. Kayembe does well there, nearly winning the ball back in the penalty area for Watford. Good robust challenge there by Matty Pollock. He's not the quickest of players, Matty Pollock, but when he does put his foot in, he does seem to win the ball 90% of the time. So, Matty Pollock's grown on me, actually. He's been given a chance by Ismail in the past few weeks, starting off with, I think it was the Southampton game at home he started. And ever since then, he's been doing, relatively well, which is, good to see. And I'm glad he's been given, a chance at Watford. Here's Semedo trying to get a bit more physical. Kone struggled a bit in this game as well. Kone actually goes to ground and doesn't win the ball there, giving away a Rotherham free kick. The pitch is awful, though. I mean, whenever they zoom in on the pitch in this game, it's so muddy. Really, a really awful pitch to play on. We've had a lot of rain in the UK as well, so I'm sure it's very wet. There's probably like muddy bogs and stuff on the pitch as well. It's a long goal kick here for Rotherham. Go on, Kone. Go on, Kone. That's it. Drive forward. Go on. He needs some support, though. Just Kone on his own down his left-hand side. He does well. keeps hold of it, looking to win Watford a corner here. Referee says no. Okay. Come on, Watford. Not long now left to go in this dire first half. Jamal Lewis with the throw. Headed away. Here's Sema. Ball played back to Matty Pollock. Sheffield Wednesday beating Millwall by 2-0 as well. I think Millwall are being dragged into a relegation battle this season. Sheffield Wednesday, since their new managers come in as well, I've been doing really well actually. I think they're vastly improved. Yes, they're kind of still down there in the table, but in terms of their overall play, I watched them the other day. Actually, they were really impressive to watch. I thought in some areas. So fair play to Sheffield Wednesday, giving it a good go. And yeah, Millwall, they're losing 2-0, getting dragged back down the table. Oh, ball evades Rivich. Should have been really getting on to that. Probably about a yard in front of him, but he would have had a tap in there if he just got to that. Let's see who it was. Yeah, good chance there for Rivich. Wesley Hoot with a great kind of cross-come shot, really. And yeah, Rivich, if he was a little bit quicker, he probably could have gotten the end of that. Finley, to answer your question, the game is unavailable for UK viewers to watch, but if you are an international viewer or if you have a VPN, you should be able to watch this game. Is all I'll say. But yeah, Tom Deli Bashiri picks the ball up at right back into Edu Kayembe. Back with Tom Deli. And yeah, I'm a little bit fed up with Watford in recent weeks. A lot of passing between Wesley Hoot, Matty Pollock, and the fullbacks. Going back to Ben Hamer. Not a lot of really passing forward. And maybe that's because they don't trust our forward players to hold up the ball. I don't know. But certainly, with not being that positive, I don't feel like anyway. Here's Rotherham, though, on the right-hand side, looking to score just before half-time. Ball's whipped in, headed away well by Sierralta there. And can one of these teams get a goal just before half-time? Watford looking to do so. Rivich is through the middle here. He has options. Rivich plays it to Espria. Come on, Espria. Oh, God. What a wasted opportunity. Oh, my God. I mean, it's well defended there. Decent play by Rivich. Espria plays it back to Rivich in the box, but Espria probably could have had a shot there himself. Unselfish play there by Yasser, but Rivich is not a clinical finisher. If I was Yasser Espria, I would have taken that shot myself just before half time as well. Big chance there for Watford. And here Watford have another corner. Ken Sema going out to take it. Couldn't see how much added time there was, but we are into additional time now in this first half. Ball's whipped in. Goalkeeper fails to claim that, but referee blows up for a foul in the box there in the build-up to that corner. Yeah, I think Johansson in goal there for Rotherham just got fouled or muscled off the ball. I think it was Wesley Hoot who was in the way. Yeah, it's probably fair enough there. Yeah, 2 minutes added on. So about a minute left to go in this first half for Watford. Looks like it's going to end 0-0 at half time. What are my general thoughts so far on Watford's performance? I've been... Oh, Rivich has a chance here. Gets muscled off the ball, though. Yeah, I've been a bit disappointed by Watford, actually. I expected better. We've rotated the squad. There should be some fresh legs in there. Going forward, we've just not looked great. And I think that's kind of the story of our season so far. Defensively, we've probably been a bit more solid, but And then, attacking wise, we've not really created anything, in terms of a clear cut big opportunity. Here's Kayembe though, plays it out to Tom Delly. He has a shot, a wild shot from about 25 yards out, goes over the bar, and that is pretty much that, it seems, for the first half. And yeah, disappointing really from a Watford perspective. I've not been that impressed. Um, yeah, not good, not great, not great. Hopefully, second half, Dennis can come on, Andrews can come on as well, and maybe even Georgie into that midfield area just to add a bit more quality. Yeah, referee is about to blow up for half time. Johansson just taking this goal kick, and the referee blows for half time. So half time it is, and it's Rotherham United 0, Watford 0. How do I feel? Disappointed. I think some changes are needed again. I don't know what it is with Watford defensively this time. We've looked better, but looking better defensively has meant attacking wise we've not been that great. Ryovic again, is getting involved. He's in the game, but is he? The question again I asked is he up to this level? I don't know. He's playing bottom of the league. You'd expect him to have a bit more of an influence on this game. Yasser Esprit has looked good. I think Ismail Kone hasn't been good as well. Tom Delly looking okay at right back. But overall, quite disappointing, at least from my perspective. And you'd expect Watford to be doing better away to bottom of the Championship, really. Yellow Squared podcast are in chat. Hello guys, how you doing? He said afternoon. Ryovic has been poor so far. Can't control the ball with a man on his back. Disappointing. I think there's a bigger problem than Ryovic, in my opinion. I'd say he's been okay, actually. I know our opinions differentiate slightly on Ryovic. I think he's been okay. I think he had one chance there from Yassir towards the end of that half where maybe he should have done a bit better. But overall, I think he's been okay. I think the bigger problems are probably to do with our build up in midfield, and Rotherham having a lot of players behind the ball, and us struggling to break them down, really. I think the question for me is, does this game suit Emmanuel Dennis? I think Dennis is probably better. He's probably better actually playing against more of a high quality of opposition, where Watford have more space in behind. He can use his pace on the counter attack, and I think Ryovic probably suits this type of game a bit better. I mean, you look at his performance in the reverse fixture; he scored 2 goals, which is a good return, right? So. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is why I'm not a football manager. I've got no idea what I'm talking about half the time, but it's not been great from Watford. But at half time is Rotherham United 0, Watford 0. I'm going to go off for a quick break, and we'll be back to talk all things Watford in the second half. See you in one moment, guys. Hello, I have returned from halftime, and I can still tell you that the first half was extremely dull to watch. Yeah, let's just hope the second half improves. I think, clearly Emmanuel Dennis has got to come on. If it was me and I was a manager, I would be bringing him on at halftime right now. Um, Will Blair and Ismail do that? I don't know. I just think Watford generally just lack quality in a lot of areas. We're a decent mid-table championship side, and I think we've all kind of established that now. I think the chances of playoffs have clearly gone. I think the chances that Watford will be in a relegation battle have kind of gone as well. And so I think where we are is where we are, right? We're a mid-table championship side, and I think we're seeing that in some of our performances recently. We can score some goals. We scored 2 goals against Norwich, but we also conceded 4 goals. And you're never going to win matches by performing like that, right? So, yeah, Yellow Squared podcast. I mean, they say pacing behind will hurt Rotherham. Dennis on. You say pacing behind, but I don't think there's really been many opportunities to running behind. I mean, they've had so many players behind the ball. I can't see that Watford are really going to have um, a lot of big counter-attacking opportunities, really. They also said Rivich has been so poor so far. Can't control a ball with a man on his back, disappointing. I would be inclined to agree with that as well. VJ says a bit flat. And yeah, I agree with that as well. I mean, the overall performance has been very poor from a Watford perspective. There's no denying that. I think we clearly need to improve in all areas really. But yeah, certainly in terms of halves of football I've watched, it's not been very exciting. It's not been very exciting at all. The Hornets house is in chat as well. Of course, Cal, hello, how you doing, my friend? But yeah, the second half's about to happen. Hopefully, Watford can put in a much improved performance. Players just about to come out now, and yeah, let's hope Watford can score a goal, because certainly so far, I mean, I'm just thinking of the opportunities we've had. We've had a header from Francisco Sierralta, which went just over the bar. We've had a half chance through Yasser Espria and Rivich linking up. And we've had a blocked shot from Ismail Kone, really. And from what I can remember, that's been pretty much it. So yeah, not many big chances from Watford today. And yeah, Rotherham again themselves that haven't really had any big opportunities. So hopefully it does not end in a 0-0 stalemate. I think that is the worst possible result for both teams. I think Rotherham clearly, if they have any chance of staying up this season, have to get 3 points. And if Watford want to get back on track, we have to take 3 points in this game as well. So I'd expect the second half for it to open up a bit more, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully we can see a bit more attacking, exciting football from Watford. Here are the players ready to go. I can't see that any changes have been made so far. I'm just seeing if anyone's warming up. Esprit is back out, which is good to see, doing a drill there with one of our coaches. And yeah, if I was there and Ismail, Dennis would be on and Andrews would be on straight away, just to add some more pace and technical ability into the team. But as I said, Rotherham are going to sit back, they're going to hold on, they're going to defend. I think it's more a case of Watford breaking them down with some incisive passing than running in behind and trying to get an opportunity on goal, in my opinion. But of course, I'm not by any means a tactical expert at all. So yeah, don't listen to me too much. Yeah, second half is about to get underway. The Rotherham fans look very bored. I'm very bored. But yeah, the positive is we are going to be shooting towards the Watford away fans in the second half, which is great, of course. So hopefully they'll have something to sing and shout about. Come on, Watford. We're just waiting for Rotherham now to re-emerge wherever they are. They're taking a while to come out here, leaving Watford waiting out on the pitch. Gavin, you cannot watch it if you're a UK viewer. The game is able to be viewed if you're an international viewer or if you have a VPN, that would allow you to view the game as well on Hive Live. But yeah, due to the 3 p.m. blackout rule here in the UK, if you do want to purchase it, you're unable to. But obviously, during the week, obviously when Watford played Norwich, that's a game on a Tuesday night, not on television. So that was obviously available to buy. But yeah, I do not agree with the blackout rule in the UK at all. It's a stupid rule, which means fans can't watch their own team. So yeah, hopefully that'll get changed in the future by whoever's in charge of that stupid rule. But yeah, there is a 3 p.m. blackout rule in the UK, which does prevent UK fans from watching games at 3 p.m. And here we go. Watford have kicked off now towards the Watford fans. Hopefully, we'll get some more exciting football. I think what we've gathered with Learner Jamal is that he likes to make substitutions around the 60th minute. Between the 55th and 60th minute is where he tends to make his subs. So yeah, I'm sure he'll persist with this team for the start of the second half to see if they can work a way back into it. But yeah, so far no substitutions have been made. Here's Kayembe battling away in midfield. Tomdeli Bashiri wildly out of position there, actually leaving a lot of space in behind in that right back space. And the ball goes out for a Watford throw. Please subscribe if you are new around here as well. Trying to hit 840 subscribers today. So yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Get subbed to the channel. We're here with match previews, match reactions, and occasionally we'll do a match day vlog as well for your viewing pleasure, as well as live match watch-alongs for the majority of Watford away matches as well, which you can join me here for on a weekly basis, which is very cool. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. And make sure to hit the like button on the stream as well. It's always very much appreciated by you guys. Here's Ismail Kone trying to drive forward. Clearly fouled there by the Rotherham central midfielder, Rathbone. Ismail Kone in a heap on the floor at the moment. He looks to be okay. Yeah, a bit of a cynical foul there by Rathbone. But yeah, he gets up. He's all good. No injury to Kone. Watford have a free kick here. So it looks like Kone and Sema standing over this set piece for Watford. 47.5 minutes gone here at the New York Stadium. Still no idea why it's called the New York Stadium. Very odd name for a UK-based stadium. But the ball is floated in. Tomdeli Bashiri picks it up on the edge of the box. Back with Tomdeli. And yeah, ball's played back all the way to Jamal Lewis, who nearly plays it back to Ben Hamer. And again, I'm getting a little bit fed up now with the constant sideways passing, between the centre backs and the full backs. It's not, progressive really at all in terms of moving the ball forwards. And we're just wasting our own time by doing that. Now, I know, by doing that, we are keeping the ball. And if we have the ball, it means Rotherham don't. But, passing it between Wesley Hoot and Matty Pollock is not going to result in opportunities on goal. So, yeah, I'd rather we played the ball forward a bit more, ideally, Valerian, if that's possible. Ellis says exhilarating as ever. It certainly is not exhilarating. I can confirm that. It's really, really dull, actually. Nothing much has happened at all in the slightest. Which was maybe to be expected. I mean, Rotherham, dire run of form, and Watford, I don't think have won in 7 or 8 games now. So, or we have 1 win in 7 games, I think the statistic is. So, yeah, both teams on really a poor run of form. Sierralta with the foul there. Just goes in a little bit robustly. He does win the ball. I'm not quite sure why the referee blew up there. Maybe he was just unhappy with the physicality in that challenge. And yeah, we've got Huddersfield at home next week. I'll probably do a match day vlog for that actually, which I've not done for a while. And again, Huddersfield at home, you'd want Watford to really be beating them. But I'm not getting much confidence, particularly from what I'm seeing today. I mean, 50 minutes gone now. And, really looks to be the same as the first half. Poor generally in possession, losing the ball. Rotherham attack, they lose the ball, vice versa. And yeah, not much is resulting from anything in this game. Yeah, very, very dull to watch. Come on, Watford. We can do better than this. I know we can. We've seen better. We literally beat this team 5-0 earlier this season. Oh, Ben Hamer comes out, doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Referee does blow up for some sort of foul within the box, though, which saves Watford's blushes. He's done that a couple of times today, Hamer. Comes out and hasn't quite got to the ball. What I would say is, if Watford were in the Premier League and this was a Premier League fixture, this would certainly not be first on Match of the Day on BBC One. It would be the last game and I'd show about 10 seconds of highlights. It's been so poor. Tom Dele out of position again at right back, a little bit of space in behind. He gets back though. Hoot heads away, Lewis heads away. Rotherham claim for a penalty. Referee says no. And Watford have an opportunity here on the break. No one up to support him though. Rivich did well there though. As a big guy, he showed a little bit of pace, which is good to see. No, it's not a penalty. What are they talking about? I've just seen the replay. No. So Kone, it's a shoulder to shoulder challenge in the Watford penalty area. The Rotherham player obviously falls to the floor like he's been shot. Everyone screams for a penalty. The referee says no, which is fair enough. I think that's the right decision to make. Here's Wesley Hugh again. The sideways passing between the centre backs. We ain't going to get anywhere by doing that, guys. Let's get the ball up the pitch a bit. There doesn't seem to be much cohesion today between the midfield and attack, I've got to be honest. Maybe we're missing Jake Livermore a little bit. He does keep it simple. Rotherham player evades a challenge there by Wesley Hugh. And yeah, Rotherham now growing into the game themselves. They've had a few chances on the attack. They're down here on the left-hand side at the moment. Tom Dele and Kayembe defending there. Matty Pollock does well as well. God, we do make it difficult for ourselves. We really do. Ben Heyman nearly gets caught out there through the Rotherham press. He just about gets his goal kick away. Oh, vital challenge there by Matty Pollock. If he did not head that away, they would have had a tap in. So good defending there by Matty Pollock. Headed away. About 53 minutes, 50 seconds gone now in this game. If you're wondering as to where I'm at the moment and where the game's at. If I was Valerian Ismail, I would be making substitutions. And as I say that, he is actually making 2 substitutions now. 2 strange substitutions. Georgie Chatfatazzi is coming on. and so is Tom Ince. Ismail Kone has been taken off for Georgie Chatfordazzi, which is odd because I would say Kone has been one of our better players today. Maybe again, it's to manage his fitness and fatigue. I don't know, but seems a bit strange. And Tom Ince is coming on in this game as well. Very strange decisions there from Valerian Ismail, but fair enough. I mean, he is ultimately the manager, right? But yeah, interesting stuff. Tom Ince and Georgie Chatfordazzi coming on. No Dennis, no Andrews as yet. I don't know what's going on with Ryan Andrews and Valerian Ismail. If he sits out the next game next weekend, I would assume there has been some sort of falling out between them because in terms of fullbacks at the club, I would say he's by far our best fullback offensively and defensively. And that's comparing him to Jamal Lewis as well. So I don't quite know what's going on with Ryan Andrews and why he's still not come on. Same with Dennis. I know he was disappointing on Tuesday against Norwich, but you know he's got proven quality. I don't think we have the luxury of letting a player like that sit on the bench. I mean, certainly if Rotherham had Emmanuel Dennis, I'm sure he'd be playing week in, week out, right? So yeah, a little bit confused as to why them substitutions have been made. George is a good player, I understand that, but Tom Ince is an interesting one. VJ says, got a win today, lads. VJ also says, Val, it's a tactical genius, but I can't see it. I can't quite see them substitutions either, VJ. A little bit odd to me. Hopefully Tom Ince will come on and score, you know, a couple of goals because, yeah, I certainly don't agree with that substitution. Bit odd, a little bit strange. So here's Tom Delly on the ball, out to Yassir Espria. Espria does play Tom Ince in behind. Tom Ince goes down on the box, and referee says Watford corner. So Tom Ince actually showing a bit of pace there in behind. I've got a feeling a Watford goal may be coming. You know, I've got a feeling in my stomach it's coming. So here's Watford with a corner. Sema once again has gone out to take it. If you are new around here, please hit the subscribe button as well. Be very much appreciated, of course. Here's Sema with the corner. It's whipped in, headed away. Georgie hits it edge of the box. Oh my God! Oh my God! What a strike from Yassir Espria! Oh my God! What a goal! Oh my God! Come on! Come on! I knew it! I told you. What did I say? I said a goal was coming, and what happened? A goal come. And what a strike that is by Yassir Espria. Goodness gracious. Oh, beautiful. Let's watch this on a replay. So Georgie hits it, gets blocked, comes out to Yassir, hits it first time. Oh, that is stunning. A stunning goal by Yassir Espria, a moment of quality. And that is unbelievable. And again, you know, I'd say that's up there with the goal against Norwich he scored on Tuesday. From a little bit closer to goal, but same technique, kind of outside of the foot, in front of the Watford fans as well. Great strike. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant stuff. And yeah, Yassir Espria scores to put Watford ahead away at Rotherham, which means Rotherham now are going to have to come out and be a bit more attacking, which leaves more space in behind, of course, for Watford to hit them on the attack as well. And yeah, great strike from Yassir Espria. First time, edge of the box, volleyed into the top left-hand corner. And here come Watford again. And this is better. This is better. I'm happy now. I've got a smile on my face. Let's just defend now and not mess this up. Matty Pollock heads away, goes out for a Rotherham throw. Oh, good. Good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Great strike by Yassir Espria. If you guys haven't seen that, go on social media, try and find a replay. I can't show you on here today, of course, for copyright reasons. But yeah, Yassir Espria, a great strike. VJ says, I'm an oracle. Yes, I am. I literally said the goal was coming, and then 30 seconds later it came. Wendell Boy says, amazing, you saw it coming. Jada says, Yasir Esprit is so good. I agree. Sensational. I mean, if Watford keep hold of him in the summer, that would be great within itself. Rhythm says Birmingham 1, Sunderland 1. Jim Williams, welcome to the stream. He says, come on, you horns. VJ says, great subs. I know we was all criticizing the subs and they've worked out well so far. And Wendell Boy says, Yellow Army indeed. Come on, you golden boys. What a strike from Yasir Esprit. Great goal, really was. Oh, fantastic. I mean, still got Emmanuel Dennis and Ryan Andrews to bring on if we need to as well. Here's Rotherham, though. Watford defending now for, wouldn't say for their lives, but certainly, wanting to hold on to this 1-goal lead. And Watford have the chance on the counter here. Georgie's picked up the ball. Tom Ince driving forward, as is Rivich. Jamal Lewis as well. And Watford, all of a sudden, looking much more confident with our forward passes, which is what we want to see. I keep saying, we're playing sideways at the back for so much of the game when actually, play your more technical players, play your Chatford-Axes, play your Andrewses, your Dennises of the world. And Tom Ince himself is a very technical player, right? But in the last month, he's not really been given much of an opportunity. And actually, he did contribute to that goal. He found some space. He dragged the defender out of the way. And ultimately, that led to Yasir Esprit, scoring a great volley on the edge of the box. So, yeah, for me, I think Valerian Ismail, he tends to get his starting teams wrong. And then the substitutes are the one who kind of come on and rescue the game for Watford. And we've seen that on numerous occasions this season, especially with the number of late goals we've scored as well. Like Reece Healy scored a couple of late goals coming on as a sub. Rivich has scored late goals coming on as a sub. Tom Ince has scored late goals as a sub as well. So it seems to be this season that the starting team doesn't play that great, and then the substitutes come on and do the business, which is what we want to see from our substitutes, right? Update the score. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that now. Always forget. There we go. Updated the score for you. Thank you. Rhythm says, I reckon Brighton will sign him or he'll go to Udinese on loan. I don't know. I've got no inside information on Yasir Esprit at all, so I could not tell you at all. Wonderball says, Lo, you're buzzing. Great to see. I am. I'm buzzing. Finley says him and Kone are the future of the club, as is Andrews as well. Don't forget about him, of course. That's if he sticks around, of course, which hopefully he will do at least for another year. Come on. Norwich beating Cardiff by 3-1 now as well, just to let you know on that score. If anyone could update me on the Middlesbrough-Leicester score as well, that would be great. I believe Middlesbrough were, last time I checked, beating Leicester City by 2-0. So let me know if that has changed at all as well. Big result there for Middlesbrough if they can hold on to that. Sema doing well defensively there, of course. Very physical. And as always, nice and composed there by Wesley Hoots. Wendell says, just seen the goal, sweet left foot. It was a lovely goal, lovely strike from Yasir. Similar to the goal he scored against Norwich, as I said, but just a little bit closer than the wonder strike against Norwich. Of course, that was miles out. But yeah, great strike from Yasir. I'll stop talking about it in a minute, but it was really good. Thank you, referee. Yellow card for the Rotherham defender. Georgie Chatford-Axes is offered a different dynamic coming on here. Just is willing to drive forward, ask questions about the defence. He does so there, wins Watford a free kick in a decent position, and he gets a Rotherham player yellow carded as well. So great play there by Georgie. Or Dave, as people like to call him. I don't know why he's called Dave. But yeah, some people call him Dave, so fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. And yeah, just under half an hour left in this game, about 25 minutes left to go. What I want is Watford to score a second goal and kind of to cement this victory, because one goal leads are always very dangerous, especially when you're playing away from home. Yeah, free kick here from Watford, probably 30 yards from goal, I would say. Again, not really in a shooting position. Sema's standing over it. Georgie takes it in the end, though. And yeah, amounts to nothing once again. We do need to improve on our set piece delivery and our set piece output overall, I would say. And a few opportunities today from them situations. Oh, goes out for a Watford goal kick. Rhythm says opinions on the blue card. It's just utterly ridiculous. When I first read the information about a blue card being introduced, I was just so utterly baffled by it. I mean, from what I read, the blue card is there to punish players for cynical challenges and for dissent against referees, which is what the yellow card is there for anyway. Like, if the referees actually use their yellow card properly, there wouldn't be the need for a blue card. So, in my opinion, a stupid idea. Just train the referees on actually implementing the current rules properly first, before introducing, an additional card to football. It's confusing. It would confuse the players. It confuses the fans, and it means, for a proportion of the game, the player is essentially sin-binned on the side of the pitch and unable to come on. So for me, just use yellow cards more regularly if they want to introduce a blue card, because again, it's just confusing the game. It's going to slow the game down, and it's going to mean ultimately that the football we see on the pitch isn't going to be as good. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the potential introduction of a blue card into football. I don't think it's particularly needed at all, if I want to be honest with you. Stupid idea. I don't know who come up with it. Probably FIFA or someone like that. Jordan Hugel's coming on for Rotherham, and Wyke is coming off. So Jordan Hugel, of course, I believe, originally signed for West Ham a few years ago now. Didn't do that great there. Only made a couple of appearances. And he's had a couple of loans, and obviously is now at Rotherham, is what I know about Jordan Hugel's career. Sam Clucas coming on as well, formerly of Hull City. Decent footballer, I've got to be honest. He's a good player. Surprised he didn't start today, actually. And Eves is coming on, and Nombe is coming off for Rotherham, however you pronounce his name. We're 2 subs away from our target for today as well. Our aim is to hit 840 subs. If you are new around here, if you could just go down below and hit that button, it would mean the world. Thank you very much. I think someone's having a party outside my window as well. I can hear a lot of loud music and talking going on, albeit it's raining, so not the best weather in the UK to have a party today particularly. But congratulations to whoever it is for celebrating whatever it is. I've got no idea. Right, let's take a look at the scores on the doors, as Watford are ahead in this game. Watford leading Rotherham by 1-0. Norwich beating Cardiff 3-1. Sheffield Wednesday beating Millwall 2-1. Birmingham 1, Sunderland 1. Preston 2, Blackburn 2. Middlesbrough 2, Leicester City 0. And let's take a look at the Premier League games today as well and see what's happening in them. Arsenal, wowee. Let's take a look at them. Goodness me. Arsenal beaten Burnley by 4-0. Odegaard, Saka and Trossard. Saka with 2 goals in that game. Bournemouth beaten Newcastle 2-1. Villa beaten Fulham 2-1. Ollie Watkins with 2 goals in that game, if you're interested for your FPL teams. Nottingham Forest beaten West Ham 1-0. More pressure on David Moyes. And Wolves 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Big result there for Wolves at the moment. Wow. Wendell says, how are the centre backs looking? I've been quite impressed with Pollock, actually. Wesley Hute is, his usual consistent self, relatively decent. And Matty Pollock has looked decent as well, to be fair. So no complaints from me. The Hornets House says, I love that little Colombian with all my heart. So do I. My heart is there with you, Yasser Espria. Fantastic player. Rotherham with a big chance there, though, just going about I say a yard wide, about that wide of Ben Hamer's post. Their best chance of the game so far. I only just caught that actually as I was checking the scores. 20 minutes left to go in this game. Hopefully, Watford can get a second goal. I don't want to be hanging on for too long. Rivich with a strange header there, heading way over the bar. Not quite sure what he was trying to do. But yeah, Watford still leading 1-0. Great to see, of course. And yeah, as I said, we are trying to hit 840 subscribers here on the Watford Way today. If you are new, hit the button down below and help us reach that goal. Be very much appreciated. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. And actually, I put that comment up on the screen. I love that little Colombian with all my heart. I think we all can agree with that comment, right? We all love Yasser Espria. Still no Dennis and still no Ryan Andrews, though, which is a shock to me. I've got to be honest, a little bit baffled as to why Valérien Ismail feels he can't utilise them two players. Andrews has had plenty of time off, in my opinion, where he should be able to play 20 minutes of this game. And same with Dennis as well. I know Dennis was poor, but I don't think you can really punish or bench a player of that quality anymore. I think Watford have to play him at least ahead of Rivich anyway. Interesting there. Ben Hamer's been booked for time wasting, I think for the first time this season. I don't think he was time wasting at all, ref. Wink. Yeah, let's try and hold on to this result. Yeah, Ben Hamer, confirmed yellow card for time wasting. I mean, I thought the Leicester City goalkeeper was time wasting at Vicarage Road a couple of weeks ago. You find that, don't you? I mean, supporters in the stands, we all get frustrated with time wasting, but when it's your own team, it's all good. It's all good. Time waste as much as you want, but when it's against you, it's the worst thing in the world. It's quite a funny concept. But yeah, Ben Hamer taking a booking there for time wasting, just taking his time over the goal kick. Yeah, I don't know why Dennis isn't on. I agree with you there, the Hornets house. We've got 15 minutes left of this game. I'm sure Dennis is capable of being fit for 15 minutes of a football match. I don't quite understand Valérien Ismail's thinking, really. Same with Ryan Andrews, very, very odd. Tom Ince is done okay since he's come on. He's been good. I'm just glad to see him actually be given an opportunity for more than 5 minutes at the end of the game. I think he's one of our highest paid players as well. I saw a document probably about a week ago now with apparently, it was the supposed Watford salaries this season. Yasser Espria, surprisingly, is only on about 4K per week. Tom Ince is apparently on 30K per week or around that mark, which is huge in the Championship to pay that kind of wage. So, surprising to see that. And yeah, Rivich is on a relatively low wage as well. Same with Matty Pollock, Ryan Andrews. So that was an interesting document. I think that was on Twitter. I saw that. Here's Tom Delly, though, driving up the pitch, inverting into that midfield position. Yasser Espria trying to create something. He does so. Ball's played into Edu Kayembe. Here's Georgie on the right. Gets that a little bit wrong. Goes out for a Rotherham goal kick. I just don't want to throw this away now. We saw against Norwich, we did really well to get back into the game. Substitution here for Watford. Again, an odd one for me, but sure, let's make the substitution. Ken Summers coming off, Jake Livermore coming on. Still no Dennis, and still no Ryan Andrews. What is going on? What is going on? Is this Valerian Ismail saying he wants to hold on to the 1-0 lead? Because it's certainly not being proactive and attacking, is it? If Ismail brings on Andrews and Dennis in the last 2 minutes, I'll be a little bit pissed off. I can't lie, because that would just be disrespectful. Rotherham playing a cross-field ball here, out to the right-hand side. Livermore and Lewis are back defending that. And yeah, a little bit strange actually. So it's Livermore and Sierralta kind of sitting ahead of the two centre backs. So it looks like we've got two defensive midfielders, then Chatford just ahead of them. And then looks like it's kind of Aspria and Rivich up front. I don't really know the system we're playing here. We've gone very defensive, is what I can tell you, which is a bit odd, a little bit odd, especially when you have Andrews and Dennis on the bench. But yeah, ignore my complaints. I'm very annoyed that Dennis is not playing any more football. Oh, oh, oh no! What's happened? I think the referee's just given a Rotherham penalty. I'm not quite sure. I can't hear the commentary. The ball's whipped in. Looks like it was just well defended by Watford. Matty Pollock, I mean, Ben Hamer come to claim it. Matty Pollock kind of clipped it out of his hand. Oh no. No, it's not a penalty. Don't worry. Do not worry. It's a Rotherham corner. I wasn't quite sure where the referee was pointing. It wasn't very obvious. Rotherham have a corner there. Poor defending by Watford, though, generally, in the lead up to that. It's headed clear. Shot edge of the box. Rotherham still have it. They take another shot. Goes over Ben Hamer's crossbar. And yeah, West Ham have a man sent off now as well. It's Aston Villa 2, Fulham 1. Arsenal now 5-0 up. Who scored the fifth goal? Kai Havertz for Arsenal. Arsenal doing very well lately. I believe they won 4-0 the other day as well, didn't they? So Arsenal scoring lots and lots of goals. And Man City versus Chelsea this evening. Great game as well. So lots of good football to watch. Yeah, Watford's on the ropes a little bit now. We've made these defensive substitutions. And yeah, Rotherham are having a few opportunities on goal. It's just concerning me a little bit. And again, I've got to mention it again. Cafu has come on, by the way, not the real Cafu, the fake Cafu. I'm sure this Cafu is not as good as the real Cafu, but Cafu's come on, and some other guys gone off who I can't pronounce. Ferguson's come on, and Kiosu has come off, and Cafu has come on for Rotherham as well. As I said, I do not know a lot about Rotherham United at all. I just know we beat them 5-0 earlier this season. And I also know we are beating them 1-0 right now, courtesy of a superb Yassir Aspria strike. And again, Aspria is there to save the day. I mean, fair play to Blair and Ismail. I mean, literally every Watford fan has said, do not persist with Tom Bashiri at right back. And he continues to do so. Now, whether Tom Deli is actually improving or not, I wouldn't say he is. But today, he's been all right today, Tom Deli, to be fair. So only about 10 minutes left of this half to go. Not long now in this game. Here's Rivich. Oh, it's an awful ball. Awful ball, Rivich. He looked to play Tom Ince, who would have been through on goal, 1-on-1 potentially. And yeah, let me know your man of the match in this game so far. I think for me, before the goal and before the substitution, it would have probably been Ismail Kone. But after the goal, it's got to be Yassir Espria. It has to be just for the quality of the strike alone. It has to be Yassir Espria. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll set up a quick poll in chat actually that you guys can answer. I'll do player of the season so far. And I'll put a couple of options in there. I'll put 3 options. I'll go with Kone. I'll go 4. Should I do 4 options? I'll go Hoot. So I'll go Kone. I'll go Hoot. I'll go Espria. And who else can I go? Kone, Hoot, Espria, and Livermore. I'll go. Okay, so you guys can vote on that poll in chat now and get voting away, and we'll come to that at the end of the stream. Player of the season so far, Kone, Hoot, Espria, or Livermore to choose from there. So make sure you get voting in the YouTube live chat. Come on, Watford. Let's hold on. Let's hold on. I'll be majorly pissed off if we bottle this lead. I really would be. I mean, Rotherham really have nothing to lose, right? They should commit loads of players forward and let us have loads of space in behind. Yeah, because what have Rotherham got to lose, really? I mean, they're bottom of the Championship. They might as well give it a go, try and get some sort of positive result. They are committing a few players forward, to be fair to them. Ball is whipped in. Jamal Lewis doesn't get up there. It's headed out, though, for a Watford goal kick. And yeah, I can see you guys voting away on the poll already. Espria leading at the moment. So the poll is between Kone, Hoot, Espria, and Livermore. Your player of the season so far. I probably could have put Andrews in there, but there wasn't enough space. Only let me put 4 options in. But yeah, Kone, Hoot, Espria, or Livermore there to vote for in the live chat. Make sure you get voting and doing that. About 6 minutes left to go in this game now, not too long to play. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm not actually happy with the performance. I'll be honest with you. I'm not overly delighted with the Watford performance I've seen. We're very lucky we have a player of Espria's quality to bail us out. Rajovic, again, has not really contributed too much. Kone was the better of the 3 midfield players in the first half. Lewis and Tom Delly look a little bit susceptible still defensively. But Hoots and Matty Pollock have done well. Espria has done well, as I mentioned, and Sema did well as well. So a few positives to take, but largely I'm still not happy with the manner of this Watford performance. At least I think another positive is that we have a week off now between today and next weekend against Huddersfield away at home at Vicarage Road. So a week to rest, recuperate. And yes, come on. They've arrived with 5 minutes to play. Dennis and Andrews are finally coming on. Why we're doing this with 5 minutes to play? I don't know. Really strange from Valerian Ismail today. Don't quite understand it. I'm sure there's logic to it. But for me, really odd. Esprit is coming off for Dennis, it seems like. Well done, Yassir. Great goal. So, yeah, Andrews for Espria there. And then Dennis is coming on for, they've not quite shown yet. Dennis is coming on for, I don't know. Jamal Lewis. That's strange. Okay. I'm not quite sure who's going where. Maybe Andrews. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Maybe Sema will fill in at left back. But yeah, they're just showing a replay of this Yassir Espria strike. Oh my goodness. Great goal in front of the Watford fans as well. Fantastic to see. well worth their travels up to Rotherham today. And yeah, great strike from Yassir Espria. But good to see Dennis and Andrews on now. Probably about half an hour too late for me, in my opinion. Yeah, strange from Blair and Ismail. Finley says, no, Dennis. Wendell Boy says, any more goal feelings? No. I feel like it's going to end 1-0 now. That was funny, wasn't it? How funny that I literally said, I can feel a goal coming. And then literally 30 seconds later, the goal happened. That was pretty hilarious. VJ says the cavalry are coming on. Certainly so in regards to Dennis and Andrews. Hopefully, we can get a goal from either of them. That would be very good. Here's Dennis Dover's first touch of the game. Andrew straight away playing really high. Great to see. Linking up down this right-hand side of Dennis, overlapping. And certainly, now I would expect that, Andrews has had a decent rest over the past week or so, week and a half. And Dennis has been at the club for basically a month since he joined. So for me, if I was Valerian Ismail and I wanted to please the Watford fans next weekend, I'd be starting Dennis over Ryovic, and I'd be starting Andrews at right back over Tom Delly, because having both of them in our team from the outset is going to be so valuable to us, going forward. So hopefully Valerian Ismail is listening, or he will listen to the fans, and hopefully we'll see that next weekend at home to Huddersfield. Right, not long to go. About 2.5 minutes left to play now. And for Watford to hold on, of course. If Rotherham score, I'm ending the stream straight away. I literally cannot be bothered. Hopefully we can hold on here. Rotherham driving forward, though. Down this left-hand side, Watford with some defending to do. 87.5 minutes gone now. Come on, Watford. Right, a couple more minutes to vote on that poll in the live chat. Then I'll end that and find out the result on who you think is Watford's player of the season so far. 10 votes so far. We're tied, actually. 3 players tied. So if you want to vote and change the outcome, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, Rotherham here, we're attacking. Opportunity down the left-hand side. Just watching it on the replay. Oh, that was on target. Oh, God, Watford have been very, very lucky today. Here's Rotherham with a corner now. Oh, it's headed on just wide of Ben Hamer's right-hand post. Come on. Come on. Not long to go. We can hold on. We can do this. Come on. Right, we should find out how much added time we have in just a moment. I mean, Ryovic has really not impact. I'll be honest now. I mean, I was complimentary towards him in the first half, but watching him for a full 90-minute game, there's nothing there of particular excitement for me. Emmanuel Dennis has gone down here holding his shin. Hopefully he's all good. He looks to be okay, I think. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, a bit of an awkward fall there for Dennis, actually, to be fair. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel. We're only 2 subscribers away from our initial goal for today's stream, which was to hit 840 subscribers. So if we can hit that before the end, that would be superb. If not, do not worry. I appreciate your support nonetheless. And yeah, I've loved chatting to you guys today, as always, as well. We'll be back live here, not next weekend, because I will be at the game, but we'll be back the weekend after for Watford versus Millwall. Watford travelling into central London to the Dens, facing Millwall away from home. I will, of course, be covering that here on the Watford Way. It's another 3 p.m. kickoff, so make sure to join me here for that. That'll be a feisty affair, as it always is against Millwall. But yeah, they've been struggling this season. I mean, they were losing 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday earlier when I looked. Let's take a quick look at the table now. And yeah, they're still losing 2-0. Millwall, 21st in the Championship table, on the verge of the relegation zone. So yeah, our next 2 games for Watford are against 20th place and 21st place in the table. So we have the opportunity now to go on a good run if we want it. If the players want it, Watford could win the next 3 games today, Huddersfield, and Millwall as well. 6 minutes added on. You've got me for 5 more minutes, unfortunately for you. Rotherham with a long throw here, looking to cause some chaos in the Watford penalty area. Can they do so and ruin our day? Here comes the throw. Oh, goes over Ben Hamer's crossbar. We're fine. We're good. We're safe. Yeah, I think Watford just need to keep hold of the ball, be sensible, don't do anything stupid, and then we should be okay, all things being well. And we'll go away very happy with the 3 points. Come on, Watford. Hamer with the goal kick. He sends it long. Rajovic looking to win it. He does so. Goes to no one. But he did win the header, to be fair. Come on. Right, I'm going to end this poll now. Livermore has won the poll. 42% of you voted for Livermore as your player of the season so far. The results you can see in the live chat just there for you. And please follow the Watford Way on all our social pages as well. We're on Twitter, obviously now known as X. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. And we are here on YouTube as well. So lots of places to find the Watford Way, lots of places to see our content. We do a monthly podcast as well. Me and my good friend Finn do a monthly podcast called the Watford Way podcast. You can find it here on YouTube, where we discuss all things Watford that have happened within the past month. Another one of the episodes should be out in the next week or so. So keep an eye out for that. And about 3 minutes left to play here at the New York Stadium. Again, why is it called the New York Stadium? I don't know. We're not in America. We're in Rotherham, which is an awful place of the country, in my opinion. Don't tell any Rotherham fans I said that. Watford is much better. But yeah, less than 3 minutes to play now. Come on. Come on, let's get this over and done with. You know, the first half was crap to watch. Second half, bit better. Great goal from Espria, of course. (1,571 Watford fans in the away end, by the way, guys, if you are interested. So yeah, great following for the Golden Boys today. Not long left to play. If Rotherham wants a goal, they've got to score it now. 2 minutes to go. Johansson in goal, sends it long. Looking for someone up front to head it on for Rotherham. Wesley Hoot wins it, though. It's headed clear. Backs against the wall for Watford now. Andrews, calm, composed, picks it up and hoofs it long to absolutely nobody. And yeah, Rotherham, they've got a minute and a half to score, and Watford have a minute and a half to hold on. It's back with Johansson. That's where we want it. We want it with the Rotherham goalkeeper, nowhere near our goal. Yeah, Watford with a lot of hoof balls now. Dennis chasing it down. Dennis showing great pace. Oh, nearly gets on the end of it. But yeah, Dennis and Andrews have got to start against Huddersfield. Surely. If they don't, then I've got to question Valerian Ismail's motives then, because I would be very confused. But yeah, less than a minute to go. Less than a minute. Probably about 40 seconds to go. That's all we've got left. Come on. Rotherham, unfortunately, right now, have a long throw. Here we go. This is last chance saloon now for Rotherham. The throw goes in. Oh no. Still with Rotherham. Oh, it's defended well there by Tom Delly. Hoofed way up the pitch, and that should, I say it should be that. There's still 20 seconds to go. Watford defending for our lives right now. Tom Ince picks up the ball. He hoofs long. 10 seconds to go. Come on. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Ugh. Come on, ref. Blow it for full time. And that is that. The game's done. Watford have beat Rotherham United by 1-0, courtesy of a Yassir Espria wonder strike. The second strike from Yassir Espria in the space of a week. Similar to his goal against Norwich City. Slightly different technique, slightly different position, but still absolutely fantastic. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. It's always very much appreciated. Really enjoyed it, of course, as always. I won't be here next week as it's a home game at home to Huddersfield Town. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll be doing a match day vlog for that game, so keep an eye out for that. As always, our match preview will be out next Thursday evening, so make sure you also keep an eye out for that on the channel. And overall, my summary of the game, not a great performance. I'm not overly satisfied with the Watford performance, of course. However, you know, you get them type of games sometimes in the season. We've had too many of them lately. Espria has bailed us out once again. Hopefully, we can keep him in the summer transfer window. And yeah, there's positive stuff to build on. Hopefully, finally, next game, we'll see Dennis and Andrew start, which will be great. And yeah, we move on from here. Huddersfield next weekend, Millwall the weekend after that. It's looking good. We beat Rotherham. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.